Meister Marcus built this Urbanmech to help him deal with entrenched sniper mechs, and he wants to make them move out of their positions. He wants to scale them out of their positions with this specific LB2X build, but the ammo seems to be a little bit short. Hi friends, I'm TTB. Welcome to the inaugural episode of Fix My Mech, the show where we look at your builds and we try to fix them. So there will be no gameplay in this video. There will be no TTB taking out these mechs. This is all about going into the builds of mechs, checking out the quirks on those mechs, checking out the ideas behind the builds, and then trying to improve upon them if possible. So let's have a look at the loadout. Now, this mech right now, as it came configured by Meister Marcus, has 3 LB2 AACs. We have got 1.5 tons of ammo. We've got an XL100 engine and 6 internal heatsinks to make sure that we get to our 10 heatsinks to make this mech even usable. And severely shaved armor on the head, arm, legs, as well as side torsos. 1.5 tons of ammo looks like nothing, but of course keep in mind we have ammo bonus on this mech. If we go into the mech stats, you can see in terms of quirks we have a total of 20% LBX2 cooldown, 15% from the ballistic cooldown, 5% LBX cooldown, 20% extra range, and 10% extra velocity, plus 10% energy cooldown, and some machine gun rate of fire. Alright then, well, we also have less overheat damage, a little bit extra heat dissipation, and of course the extra armor quirks for the Urbanmech. Okay, let's do this first. Let's jump to the testing grounds and let's see how this mech would feel like, how this mech would look like, and how this mech plays. For that, we don't have to go into a match. For that, we just have to jump into the testing grounds and just have a quick look around. So here we are. Here's our Urbi. Let's start moving. 54 kph. Okay, let's say we say we see a sniper and we start shooting. Well, it's not too bad. If we have ammo quirks or ammo skills as well, we should get this ammo up to like, what, 350 rounds maybe? So that should also be good. And yeah, as you can see, it's just shooting and peppering the enemy with constant shots. This is at 500 meters, this is not sniper range, but we can do some damage. Heat is not an issue, as you can see. What I find an issue, however, is the speed of this mech. This is basically Atlas speeds in a 35-ton Urbanmech. It has no jump jets, so no mobility. So staying alive is going to be a huge chore. Also, if I can get to this spot, let me see if I can find the Atlas at 1,000 meters, because I want to showcase something to you guys really quick. Something important on why I don't really like LBXs for sniping that much. Let's see, can we see that Atlas back there? I can see him, but I can't shoot him right now. But okay, let's walk around. Okay, we can finally target the Atlas. This is at 780 meters. Let's wait for the paper doll to come up. Okay, and I'm gonna shoot this thing a little bit. Just gonna try and aim for the center of this mech. Look at the paper doll. You see the problem? It's hitting everywhere and nowhere. If you're shooting this at 1,000 meters or more, you might be hitting, I don't know, both arms simultaneously or both legs simultaneously. You will never ever hit on a pinpoint target. If you are sniping with mechs, LB2s are nice for like shelling the enemy with lots of pellets, but they won't do critical damage very quickly. For that, you need something that can punch through one specific component. Let's say, for example, you take like this one side torso at closer range. This should be a little bit easier, and you shoot this at this one side torso. Even at this range, actually, I still hit the CT with it. Let's see if I can make this better. Alright.
Ammo at 25%.
There we go. Ammo's gone, but as you can see, we would need something that hits a little bit more concentrated. So, if you're going autocannons, I would be thinking maybe AC2s over LB2s. That's the reason, for example, why my Direwolf Ultraviolet runs 8 AC2s and not 8 LB2s, because at 1,000 meters, it's just spraying too much. Sure, you get an enhanced crit chance when you get through the armor, but you have to get through the armor first. And to get through the armor, you need pinpoint precision and not spraying. Now then, okay, what could we do with this mech? So, I would say we have a couple of problems here. Meister Marcus has already identified that ammo is a problem. I also think speed is a problem. Cooling is not a problem, but speed is definitely a problem. Let me just go to the skill tree here real quick. I want to check something. If you were to take magazine capacity, this goes up to... yeah, we go up to about 300 rounds, 350 rounds. Okay, so we would have a little bit more to shoot with, but still the damage maximum is at about 700 damage. Nevertheless, how could we fix this? Well, We said before, maybe AC2s. I also need to think about the speed of this mech. The XL100 engine is a weird one, by the way. It weighs 0.5 tons. All these engines are going to have internal heatsinks, right? So if we go ahead, let's see what happens if I just remove all the heatsinks. Let me see if I could fit a normal engine in here, like an XL170. That would fit, right? And then we're missing how many heatsinks? 2 heatsinks, probably? No? Still not enough. Okay, so you have to go with the XL100 if you want to try and fit all of that. I was just trying to see if we could do that. This is trial and error, guys. I don't know the solution beforehand. I'm trying this out and doing this live right here. Okay, so that would not work. What I'm thinking is 3 LB2s or 3 AC2s for that matter is probably too much for a mech this size. What could we do instead? What would be possible instead? Well, one thing that really annoys snipers, it doesn't have insane range, but it is really good at annoying snipers, is light PPC. And yes, I know what you guys are going to say. Of course, there is an Urbanmech out there that has ECM that can do this a lot better, but we're using this mech for now. XL180 engine, triple light PPCs. Of course, you want to go double heat sinks, right? Stuff this thing full of double heat sinks. Of course, we'll have to armor up as well. Ferrofibers needs to go because it takes way too many slots for way too little gained. And maybe even endo steel needs to go. We'll see. For now, let's just try and fit as many heat sinks as we can. Actually, this would go internally. Then we would get with 1 jump jet here. That's not enough. So we would get more jump jets and armor up the legs. See what we get here. All right, this is looking a little bit better. We want to lower the arm, I would say, even. Get the side trusses armored up because you don't want to die to damage there. And then I don't think you have to necessarily armor the cockpit too much on the Urbi, but maybe give it like 21 hit points. And then armor up that right arm, and you would be fine. So you got jumpiness, you got triple light PPCs, you could do 16.5 damage per shot with range upgrades. Let's assume we take range upgrades here, maximum range. We will get to a range of about 620 meters for the light PPCs per shot. And you have a weapon where you can jump up, shoot, and be gone again. Very nice against snipers. Very annoying. Let me tell you something very annoying if you are trying to snipe and you get harassed by an Urbi like that, because not only do you have something that can do some damage to you over time with a couple of shots, but also something that just pops up very quickly, hits you, and then disappears very quickly again. And as you can see, the weapons are very close together, fairly high up, so this will give you some good grouping. Another thing you could do, remember we also have bonus for lasers. If we leave the ballistic stuff out there, we have 10% energy cooldown. I mean, it's definitely not impossible to just say, hey, you know what? We go with 2 ER large lasers, right? Let's say do 1 ER large laser here and 1 ER large laser in the arm. We could move this double heatsink in there. And then if we went ahead and further lowered this arm, it might be possible to get another double heatsink in here or a targeting computer. If we also shave the legs a little bit and actually take the head down to 1. Let's see. Could we fit this? Light ferro, maybe? Nope, that's too much. That will not work. Probably have to shave the legs a tiny bit. Or just not use the arm slot, of course. That's always an option. The question is, do you take the arm slot or not? If the arm slot, you have the freedom to kill UAVs very easily, but if you don't take the arm slot, you just gain a lot of stuff from that by being able to not... Yeah, see, you don't have to use that. You can lower this arm slot a little bit, and then just stuff another double heatsink in there if you want to. That way, 10, 18 damage. Yep, there we go. At a range of, with the optimal range enhancement from the skill tree, 850 meters. 18 damage at 850 meters, so you retain the range that you have from the LB2s, but you don't have to use ammo anymore. Heat efficiency is going to be insane. You probably can even kill a double heatsink and add a targeting computer Mark 1 onto top of that. That will also give you even better range. Yeah, that's going to increase your range by another 4%. And then you could probably go ahead, maybe even think about just running it like this. Maybe even adding in the light ferrofibers, and then just armoring up the whole mech. So you have a little bit less heat efficiency, but should be fine for 2 ER larges. And there you go. Boom. Easy peasy, right? You can also go ahead and armor up your head then afterwards as well. So this is double ER larges. Now, if you say you definitely want to have something with Dakar, all right, let's say you really want to have something with Dakar. Okay, let's take a look. Well, what are the options? We have ballistics cooldown 15%, we have only 5% LBX cooldown, 20% ballistics range, 10% ballistics velocity. So I wouldn't be married to the idea of using LBs here, because with normal ACs, we can get a very similar result. Now, an AC5 does 2.5 times the amount of damage of an AC2 or LB2, but only weighs, what is that, 25% more. So that's a really nice bargain. Or for the weight of one AC2 or for two AC2s, or two LB2s, you can get an AC10. However, the AC10 doesn't have too much range. So maybe the AC5, because with the skill tree right now, we get this up to an optimal range of around 840 meters. Right? Let's say we used an AC5. Let's say we used an XL180 as an engine. Okay. What could we add to that? First and foremost, we have to make sure that this mech actually works. We have to add 3 more double heat sinks. And we would also need some ammo. And I think 2 tons would be enough for that. Now, what else could we add on top of that? Well, you have 3 hard points for energy weapons. Your choices are 2 jump jets and, no, 1 jump jet, no, 2 jump jets actually. And I would say probably something like this. 3 ER mediums. And then you add 2 jump jets on top of that. And it should be golden. It's a nice little build, hits for 20 damage, the ER mediums hit at 410 meters optimal range, and you can use the AC5 to Dakar away at longer range targets. And keep the Dakar going, because you should have a lot of ammo in here. Yeah, that should be enough. Let's jump to Canyon Network real quick and see how this one would feel compared to the LB2 build with the XL100 no jump jets. So let's just go ahead and try and attack that Atlas again, or just get to it as soon as possible, and I think you will see the difference immediately. Right? First and foremost, speed a lot more. You've got the jump jets to assist you in movement, and you just get around almost twice as fast. And you have basically the same, if not more, firepower. Let's see, there's the Atlas, actually in optimal range, and you would just duck away. Right? This is 5 damage per pop. We've got 150 rounds plus in here, so 5 times 150, 750 damage potential right here, just in the AC5. And of course, as you're getting to closer targets, you can add in the ER mediums as well. Use your jump jets to attack, yeah, twist around, get a shot in, twist around, get another shot in, and jump, and twist, and jump, and twist, and boom, right?
At 0%.
Makes you more mobile, makes it less easy to hit. And with the jump jets, you can be a huge nuisance. Let's say, so, for example, you have somebody sniping over here. You go here, you do this, and a boom, and in cover. And you go back, and you do the same thing again, right?
At 25%.
This is super annoying to snipers, and as I said, 837 meters. Optimal range on the AC5 means you can do this at pretty big ranges, and 5 damage doesn't sound like much, but trust me, as a sniper, if you get hit by 5 damage over and over and over again, it will annoy you to no end. Well, there you go. 3 different variants of what I would suggest to do with this mech if you're trying to annoy snipers. We've had AC5 ER mediums, and we had light PPC, and we had ER large lasers. What's your favorite version of these? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if this video helped you. And of course, guys, if you want to get your own builds into this show, and go ahead and post them on the Discord channel in the MWO, hashtag MWO channel over on my Discord. Post the mech name, what you're trying to do with it, and a link to mech.nav alpha so that we can easily find it, or maybe a screenshot that will also help, a screenshot of the build so that we can have a look together. And guys, if you enjoyed this content, if you would like to support my full-time work, then check out the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. You can hit the super thanks button, or you can check out all the various options on how to support me in the video description below. This has been TTB. Have a great day.